You've been building in silence for a long time, stacking bricks no one saw, enduring storms no one asked about, carving structure from chaos without needing applause. But Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, this weekend, the ground beneath you shifts. Not to unsteady you, but to ask you one simple question. Are you ready to own what you've built? Because May 24th and 25th bring a cosmic intersection, one that doesn't demand performance, one that doesn't require noise, just presence, just truth, just the courage to stop second-guessing your own stability. On Saturday, the moon in Virgo trines Mercury in Taurus. This is precision meets patience, planning meets intuition. You'll feel it in your breath, in the way your mind slows down long enough to actually hear your own wisdom. It's not flashy, but it's foundational. This isn't a portal of drama, it's a portal of alignment. And alignment, for you, is never about speed. It's about sustainability. It's about clarity that lasts longer than the hype. So here's your mission. To remember that grounded doesn't mean stuck, slow doesn't mean passive, and stable doesn't mean boring. You are not falling behind, you are fortifying. And this weekend, the stars dare you to act like it. Not with panic, but with presence. Not by hustling harder, but by choosing what actually honors your energy. Because Earth signs, your gift isn't just endurance, it's discernment. So before the world floods your senses with noise and urgency, anchor yourself. Saturday morning, make a decision that brings peace to your nervous system. Maybe it's a boundary. Maybe it's a shift in your schedule. Maybe it's choosing rest not as a reward, but as a right. This isn't laziness, it's leadership. Because for you, leadership looks like steadiness. It looks like choosing structure over scramble. Like editing the list instead of adding to it. Like deciding that this weekend isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Open your journal. Write this prompt at the top of the page. What is trying to stabilize inside me right now? Then write without editing. Let your logic and your longing co-author the truth, because clarity doesn't come from thinking harder, it comes from listening deeper. When you're done, circle one phrase, a single sentence that feels like a compass. Something like, I no longer chase what disrupts my peace. Or, I create from groundedness, not urgency. Or, my worth is not measured by motion. Write it on a small card. Place it beside your phone. Let it interrupt your impulse to overcommit. Let it be the anchor when the world pulls. By midday, you'll feel a shift, a subtle one. Maybe it shows up as a desire to clean a drawer, to map out the week ahead, to organize that space that's been silently draining your focus. Do it, not for control, but for clarity. Because when your external space reflects your internal intention, everything moves smoother. And smoother is your superpower. This isn't about perfection, it's about energetic alignment. It's about choosing to live from design, not default. And Earth signs, you were born to design legacies, not chase trends. So breathe. Reset your physical space, then reset your mental space. 5 deep breaths. Hand over heart. Feet on the ground. Inhale, I am rooted. Exhale, I am ready. Because Saturday afternoon will require your focus, but not in the way you're used to. This won't be about output. It will be about observation, about noticing what you normally ignore. Maybe it's a conversation you've been avoiding, a task you've been delaying, a feeling you've been labeling as inconvenient. This time, you don't bypass it. You meet it, fully, gently, honestly. And when you do, the noise quiets, the path clears. The truth arrives without force, because for Earth signs, truth doesn't crash in. It settles, it lands, it lingers long enough to be implemented. And implementation? That's your domain. As the sun arcs higher in the sky, so does your awareness. Midday on Saturday brings an invitation not to react, but to recalibrate. The moon, still in Virgo, forms a soft aspect to Uranus. A small disruption may arrive, a shift in plans, a message you didn't expect, an old system cracking in a quiet corner of your day. Don't rush to fix it. Don't scramble for control. Observe it. Ask, what is this change asking me to free? Because Earth signs, freedom for you isn't recklessness, it's refinement. This is your upgrade moment, not loud, but lasting, not flashy, but foundational. So take a break, not because you've earned it, because you require it. Step outside. Sit with your back against a tree if you can. Let nature remind you what consistency feels like. growth that isn't rushed, seasons that don't apologize, stillness that speaks volumes. Close your eyes. Listen not just with ears, but with your body. What needs to be rearranged within you? What routine has become a ritual of resentment? What ambition needs to be rerouted in purpose? These are questions the earth itself is whispering to you now. And you, more than any other element, understand its language. By Saturday evening, the emotional tide softens. Venus enters a sweet conversation with the moon. And suddenly, beauty feels more accessible. You might be drawn to clean your space. Light a candle, arrange your desk, choose your Sunday outfit like it's armor. This isn't vanity, it's vibration. Because when your outer world reflects your inner intention, your presence becomes unshakable. And that, dear earth sign, is magnetic. So lean into the harmony. Cook a meal with care. Use the nice plates. Play a playlist that slows your breath. Run a bath not because you need to unwind, but because you are worthy of ritual. And in that bath, or under that candlelight, pull out your journal again. Title the page, What It Means to Be Grounded in My Power. Then free write, not to impress, not to explain, just to excavate the truth sitting patiently beneath your ribs. You'll know you've hit it when the pen moves faster than your thoughts, when you stop filtering, when you start remembering. Because earth signs, your wisdom is ancient. It's not downloaded, it's embodied, and this weekend is here to help you access it. As you prepare for sleep on Saturday night, do one more thing. Place both hands on your stomach. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Say this aloud or silently. I trust my pace. I trust my foundation. I trust the quiet power moving through me. Let those words wrap around your nervous system like soft moss on stone. Because you're not just preparing for rest, you're preparing for emergence. And when the morning of Sunday arrives, something subtle but powerful begins to shift. You'll feel it before you see it. In the steadiness of your inhale, in the clarity of your inner voice, in the sense that, for once, you're not behind. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Let that be your sunrise mantra. I am not late, I am layered. Because earth signs don't skip steps. You stack them. And this weekend, that architecture begins to reveal what it's truly capable of. Sunday morning unfolds not with urgency, but with quiet instruction. There's a precision in the air, a sense that something is clicking into place. Not because you forced it, but because you allowed it. This is the reward for your restraint. This is the universe responding to your steady alignment. While others chase, you build. While others shout, you structure. And this morning is about honoring the architecture of your life. Make tea slowly. Let the steam hit your face. Open the windows. Breathe in the stillness like it's a resource, because it is. Now sit down, journal, laptop, or blank paper in hand. Title the page, What I Am Quietly Creating, and begin to name it. Not the to-do list, the legacy, the vision no one else sees yet, but you feel in your bones. The idea that's been lingering in the background, waiting for a season like this to come alive. Write in detail. Write like it's already halfway real. Describe the systems, the relationships, the space you'll need, the impact it creates. This isn't manifestation fluff. This is blueprint language. This is earth sign magic, pulling spirit into form. Once you've written, circle one phrase that leaps off the page. Whisper it. Let it become your Sunday vow. And then, move. Move like it's already yours. Clean the space where it will be born. Organize your files. Schedule the call. Draft the proposal. Edit the bio. Update the invoice. Because earth signs don't wait for permission. You build permission into your practice. Midday rolls in. The moon moves from Virgo into Libra, a gentle shift from refining to relating. This is your cue to re-enter the social field. But differently now, not as someone who needs approval, as someone who brings alignment into every room. So check your energy, not your calendar, your energy. Ask, who brings me back to my center? Who drains it dry? Make one call. Send one message. Choose connection, but make it conscious. Invite a walk, a coffee, a call with a friend or mentor who meets you where you are and calls you forward. Your community doesn't need to be loud. It needs to be right. And this afternoon gives you the perfect window to strengthen those bonds. But don't let the day run you. You run it. Set a 90-minute block. Label it sacred work time. And do one thing that feeds your future. Doesn't have to be dramatic, just has to be aligned. Draft the blog, outline the workshop, refine the offer. Declutter the one drawer that's been bothering you for months. Earth signs know small things aren't small when they're repeated. And Sunday is not a pause, it's a pattern, a template for your next chapter. So walk it wisely. Slow is not stuck, still is not stagnant, quiet is not absence, it's potency. And you, Earth sign, are dripping with it this weekend. Now let's prepare to carry this power into the evening. The sun begins to lean westward, and with it, your energy shifts again, not into collapse, but into deeper clarity. This is not the time to check out, it's the time to check in, because something's been forming in the background all weekend. A realization, a redirection, a whisper that's turning into a vow. And this evening, it's asking for your full attention. So, pause the noise, close the tabs, mute the notifications. This is your integration hour. And Earth signs, you know how to integrate better than anyone. Begin by creating space. Physically, mentally, energetically. Clear off one surface. Your desk, your altar, your kitchen table. Clean it with reverence. Not for cleanliness, but for clarity. Then light a candle. Choose a scent that grounds you. Cedar, sandalwood, sage. Not for the aesthetic, but to signal your nervous system, I am safe, I am home, I am here. Now open your journal. Title the page, What I'm Building Now. Write from your future self, the version of you who didn't give up, who kept showing up even when it was quiet, even when it was uncertain, even when no one clapped. What do they see? What do they stand in? What did your slow, consistent choices make possible for them? Let the words come fast. Don't overthink. Let them anchor. When you're done, breathe. Hand over heart. Say this aloud. I trust what I'm building. I don't need proof. I am the pattern. I don't need rush. I am the rhythm. You've earned this stillness, not as a break, but as evidence. Late afternoon may stir old fears, that you're behind, that others are doing more, that your quiet power isn't enough. But you know that's not true. Earth signs don't grow overnight. You grow deep, root first, fruit later. So let those fears rise, then let them dissolve. Name them, thank them, release them. Because tonight is for devotion, to yourself, to your calling, to the version of you that knows exactly where this is going. Now look back on the last 36 hours. Notice what you've done, not just on the outside, but inside, where you resisted urgency, where you chose boundaries, where you slowed down to tune in, where you said no without guilt, where you moved with purpose instead of panic. This is growth. This is the new standard. And the Earth sign standard? It's excellence, with patience. As the sky shifts into deep gold, prepare a closing ritual. Not to end something, to seal it. Boil water. Add mint or rosemary. Let it steep while you reflect. Open your journal one more time. Title the page, I commit to, and complete the sentence 5 times. 5 real commitments, not to do more, but to do what matters. For example, I commit to honoring my pace. I commit to leading from alignment. I commit to organizing my space before asking for clarity. I commit to making room for what I want before it arrives. I commit to trusting that grounded action always pays off. Read them aloud. Let your voice carry them. Anchor them into the space. Then sip your tea and smile. Because this isn't just another weekend. It's a blueprint. It's a signal to the universe. I am serious about what I say I want. The Earth signs don't need flash. You need foundation. You don't need noise. You need nourishment. And this weekend, you gave yourself both. You slowed down to hear the truth. You cleaned your field for fresh direction. You honored the whispers before the world validated them. That's how legacy is built. That's how empires are formed. That's how wealth flows, not just financially, but energetically. So prepare for your evening in devotion. Run a warm bath. Add salts or oils that smell like calm. Or take a walk under the moon, letting your breath match the breeze. Whatever you do it with presence. Tonight, you're not consuming, you're consecrating, you're not scrolling, you're scripting, you're not waiting, you're walking. Because the future you want isn't found. It's formed by moments like these. You wake on Sunday not with urgency, but with certainty. Not the kind that shouts, but the kind that hums in your bones. The kind that says, You've built enough to trust the ground beneath you. Because earth signs don't sprint toward destiny. You shape it brick by brick, and today the bricks are warm in your hands, ready, waiting. So begin slowly, with a stretch that reminds your spine it's safe to rise. With a ritual that reminds your spirit it's worthy of devotion. Light your candle, make your tea, water the plant that grew quietly while no one was watching. That's you, a living testimony to the power of quiet growth. Now, open your journal. Title the page, My Next Foundation. Then ask, what have I proven to myself this weekend? What did I say, do, or realize that deserves to be honored? List 5 things, big or small, seen or unseen. And next to each, write, I will build on this. Because momentum is not a miracle, it's a decision repeated, a promise upheld. And earth signs, you don't break promises to yourself anymore. Mid-morning brings clarity, not from the sky, from your own voice. So speak your plan aloud, to yourself, to your partner, to the trees. Doesn't matter, but say it. Because ideas grow faster when they hear their own names. Then, choose one piece of that plan and act. Send the email, build the outline, buy the material, draw the mock-up, do the thing that grounds the dream. You don't need applause, you need evidence, and evidence comes through execution. Afternoon may tempt you to drift, to scroll, to daydream, to wait for a sign. But here's the truth. The sign is in the steps you take, so take them. Revisit your workspace, rearrange it, clean it. Make it a space that matches the next version of you, the one who's no longer in rehearsal, the one who's already performing, not for others, but for purpose. That's what earth signs crave, not performance, not popularity, but purpose. Now breathe. Step outside if you can. Touch the ground with bare feet. Remind your body that gravity is not your enemy. It's your oldest friend. It holds you, it anchors you, it gives shape to the sky. Let the breeze touch your face. Say out loud, I trust the pace of my progress. Say it again, louder, slower, until your breath matches the rhythm of your own becoming. As golden hour approaches, you'll feel it. The urge to withdraw, to reflect, to prepare, that's not weakness, that's wisdom. So honor it. Make your space quiet. Play music that steadies your heartbeat. Light 2 candles, one for what you released, one for what you're building. Sit between them. Write this in your journal. I no longer delay what I already deserve. I do not chase the dream. I create the structure it needs to live. I am already worthy of the life I am building. Underline it, date it, let your nervous system memorize it. Now stand one last time, face the mirror, not to fix anything, but to acknowledge everything. Look into your own eyes. Say this, I am not behind, I am building. I am not late, I am lasting. I am not confused, I am becoming. Repeat it until your spine remembers, until your shoulders drop, until your soul sighs with relief. Because earth signs don't chase magic. You ground it, you sustain it, you make it real. And this weekend, you proved it. Close your journal. Blow out the candles. Let the silence wrap around you like soft earth after rain. Because this is your closing ceremony. The completion of a portal that asked for patience, persistence, and presence. And you showed up. So rest. Not because you're tired, but because you've earned the pause, the peace, the promise of what's to come. Let Sunday night become sacred. A soft exhale, a whispered thank you, a final affirmation. I trust what I am planting. I trust what I am pruning. I trust what I am becoming. Sleep now. The roots have taken hold. The work has begun. And earth signs, you don't rush the harvest, you become it.